Fruit snacks are packaged and marketed as a fruit-forward option for children. That specific phrase, "made with real fruit juice," is doing a lot of marketing work. The first two ingredients in most fruit snacks are typically corn syrup and sugar. This is Grocery Science. Today, we look at what is really inside fruit snacks and gummy snacks. Corn syrup and sugar are frequently listed before any fruit juice ingredient at all. One provides fiber and nutrients. The other mainly provides sugar and a fruit shape. By the end of this video, you will read that fruit snack label very differently. Fruit snacks can be an occasional treat. The label clarifies what they actually provide. That claim usually includes a small asterisk pointing to important qualifying fine print. The fine print typically states the product is not intended to replace fruit or vegetables. Fruit juice concentrate frequently appears well after corn syrup, sugar, and modified starch. Since ingredients are listed by weight, that order reveals which ingredient is used most. Some products use fruit puree more centrally, while others use juice concentrate mainly for flavor. Most fruit snacks contain 0 grams of fiber, unlike the whole fruit they resemble. Fruit snacks, typically 0 g fiber. The juicing and processing steps remove the fiber and much of the nutrient density. A single piece of whole fruit typically provides more fiber than an entire pouch. Make the switch. Reading the ingredient list order, not the front claim, reveals the product's true composition. This labeling pattern is legal, but can still create a misleading impression for shoppers. Comparing juice concentrate's position across brands reveals meaningful differences in actual fruit content. Nutritionally, most fruit snacks function closer to candy than to an actual fruit serving. Sugar and corn syrup together typically make up the largest portion of fruit snacks. A typical small pouch serving contains around 10 to 12 grams of added sugar. Health guidelines suggest children limit added sugar to around 25 grams daily. A single pouch can use up nearly half of a young child's recommended daily sugar limit. Gelatin, derived from animal collagen, traditionally gives fruit snacks their signature chewy texture. Pectin, a plant-based alternative, is used in vegetarian and vegan fruit snack formulations. Checking for gelatin or pectin specifically matters for vegetarian, vegan, or religious dietary needs. Modified cornstarch helps thicken and stabilize the mixture during the manufacturing process. Citric acid and malic acid provide the tart flavor notes associated with fruit flavoring. These acids create a fruity taste sensation independent of how much real fruit is present. Carnauba wax, a plant-derived coating, gives many fruit snacks their characteristic glossy surface and shine. Carnauba wax appears in small amounts, typically adding only a trivial amount of fat. Comparing sugar content across brands reveals meaningful, though sometimes modest, formulation differences. Some newer products use alternative sweeteners like allulose to significantly reduce total sugar content. Sugar content remains the single most important number to check on any gummy snack. Many fruit snacks and gummy candies rely on synthetic dyes for bright, consistent color. Certain synthetic dyes have been studied for possible links to behavioral effects in some children. Regulatory responses vary by country, with some markets requiring additional warning labels for these dyes. Some brands now use natural colorants like black carrot juice or spirulina extract instead. Comparing artificially and naturally colored versions directly reveals available alternatives on store shelves. Both natural and artificial flavors are processed in a laboratory before being added to food. The key difference lies in the flavor's original source material, not the processing method itself. Many fruit snacks list both natural and artificial flavors within the same ingredient statement. Some parents specifically check for artificial dyes due to personal or family sensitivity concerns. Added vitamin C allows some fruit snacks to legally claim excellent source of vitamin C. Added vitamins do not offset the product's overall high sugar and low fiber profile. Fortification claims can create a healthier impression than the product's full nutrition actually supports. Reading past a vitamin claim to check sugar content directly gives a clearer picture. Comparing several brands side by side often reveals surprisingly large sugar differences. Sugar content, dye type, and fiber together give the most complete nutritional picture. Comparing fruit snack and gummy candy ingredient lists reveals substantial overlap between the two. Both product types commonly share corn syrup, sugar, citric acid, and artificial flavors. The primary formulation difference is fruit snacks typically include some fruit juice concentrate. That addition does not meaningfully change the overall sugar content or fiber profile. Nutritionally, fruit snacks do not count as a fruit serving under dietary guidelines. Whole fruit provides fiber, water content, and a much wider range of natural nutrients. Packing whole fruit alongside or instead of fruit snacks increases fiber and nutrient variety. Fruit snacks are generally more calorie-dense than an equivalent portion of fresh fruit. Whole fruit's water content contributes to fullness in a way concentrated sugar cannot replicate. Dentists note sticky, chewy textures pose a particular cavity risk when they cling to teeth. Brushing or rinsing after a sticky snack helps reduce prolonged sugar exposure on teeth. Fruit snacks work best as an occasional treat rather than a substitute for whole fruit. Choosing portion-controlled single-serving pouches helps manage overall sugar intake for children. Comparing added sugar in fruit snacks to natural sugar in fresh fruit reveals a real difference. Understanding these patterns lets you choose fruit snacks intentionally, not just by packaging appeal. A vitamin C claim on the front does not offset the product's overall high sugar content. Organic certification restricts certain farming methods but does not guarantee low sugar content. A natural label claim does not guarantee the absence of corn syrup or processed starch. Serving size print is often smaller than the colorful fruit imagery printed above it. Flipping the pouch over remains the most reliable way to verify any front label claim. Cartoon fruit imagery on packaging does not reliably reflect the product's actual fruit content. Checking sugar content and ingredient order together gives a far more complete picture. Comparing several brands side by side often reveals surprisingly large added sugar differences. Some products labeled all natural still list corn syrup among their very first ingredients. Child-directed marketing language strongly shapes perceived healthiness, independent of actual sugar content. Check ingredient order, check total sugar, and consider whole fruit as a regular alternative. Choosing products listing fruit puree among the first ingredients indicates genuinely higher fruit content. Packing whole fruit alongside occasional fruit snacks balances treat and nutrition in one lunchbox. Homemade fruit snacks made from pureed fruit allow direct control over added sugar. Choosing single-serving portions naturally limits total sugar intake per sitting. Whole fruit is often less expensive per serving than packaged fruit snack pouches. A few extra seconds reading the label can meaningfully change what ends up in the lunchbox. Knowledge about ingredients is not about fear. It is about informed, confident choices. We started this video with a simple pouch of fruit-shaped snacks. Behind every fruit snack pouch is a formulation built for color, chew, and shelf life. The evidence shows ingredient order and sugar content are the two details most worth checking. That understanding gives you a real choice, rather than just a marketed one. At Grocery Science, we examine food through evidence, not to generate fear. Coming up, what is really inside coffee creamer, bottled iced tea, and protein powder? Thank you for watching Grocery Science. Stay curious, stay informed,